on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So it's Monday, back on the grind. Hope you had an awesome weekend. And friendly reminder, if you're brand new to the channel, or maybe you just forgot, today is Monday, which means that we are giving away a Ledger Nano S at the end of the video. Obviously, it's really easy. All you do is just drop a comment on any of my videos, and then on Mondays, we pick a random winner. It's really that simple. Also, side note, they are shipping the Ledger Nano X's out hopefully this week, so you should be getting those. I'm really looking forward to getting mine. And if you haven't had a chance, they did push back the orders, so if you order today, you actually have to wait till April to get them, so they're really high demand right now. I just want to let you guys know that. So if you do want, you can use the link in the description. You know, it does help the channel out, but I did want to let you guys know that. Also, one more request from you guys. So everyone's been asking me to set up a Tippin.me account for the Lightning Network. I know, I don't know what took me so long, but I finally listened to you guys. So if you go over to my Twitter, at the Crypto Zombie, you can now go to tippin.me, and I officially have a, barcode that you can scan, and you can send me a Lightning Network tip, okay? So that's really awesome. I do appreciate that. I'm not asking for you to tip me, but I set it up because why not? You know, also people were asking what's like the best wallet. Personally, I like the Blue Wallet. For me, I found this to be very simple. Obviously, don't put your life savings on it, okay? This whole thing is still experimental, but that is what's going on. So anyway, getting into the actual reason why we're all here, let's talk about crypto. Let's talk about the markets. Let's talk about what is going on. So it's quite a mix today. We do have some coins that are pumping. Bitcoin is at 0.06%. Now we're still having difficulty kind of keeping above that 4,000. Now, if you go over to CoinMarketCap, it says that we are above 4,000, but that's the global average. Obviously, if you look at things like Binance or Coinbase or Bitstamp, we're not above 4,000, okay? So having a look at the biggest gainers on the front page, we have Engine Coin up yet again with a 19% pump, GX Chain, KuCoin shares, Decentraland, which I spoke about yesterday in the video, Ravencoin, Maximine, Bitcoin Cash, Project Pi, Theta, and Augur. And we have a few others here doing quite well. So just having a look at that. Now getting back to our Bitcoin chart. So we had found support and we've held support at this $3,942 level. We haven't fallen down to the lower part of this channel, so we might just bounce around here for a little bit. Volume has gotten a little bit lower, so do keep your eyes on that moving forward. Now, we did have that golden cross that happened right here. That was a positive sign. We're still holding steady above the 200 weekly moving average, but we're trying to break out of this right here, okay? So that's the situation with Bitcoin. Now, a lot of people were talking about this, the market God indicator 3-week buy signal, the first since October 2016 when Bitcoin was $500. Now, this is an indicator that was developed by this guy, King Thies or Thies, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But anyway, it was getting a lot of popularity on Twitter. It was sort of going, mini viral. So what is this? Well, I had to look into what this God indicator is. And basically, it's just an indicator, and you can get it for free if you use TradingView. All you do is just go to indicators, and you literally just type in, market God, and there it is right there. So I'm going to entertain this for fun. I thought it would be an interesting experiment. I'm going to put a small portion of my Bitcoin into a particular trade that is only going to follow these buys and sells, okay? And I'm going to see if it works, and I'll let you know. So I'm going to try this out for like a week or two, and see how it goes, and I'll let you guys know. But the reason that this got such big attention was not because of just what it did previously, but even recently, giving this sell signal right here before the massive November fall off was really what people what really got their attention on it. So, not saying that this is the be all end all indicator, but I'm interested to test it out and see. I always like to try new things. So you see, we don't have a sell yet, but if you do change the, if you change the time frame on it, obviously you're going to start getting crazy amounts of buys and sells. But I don't think I'm going to be following it this close. I think this is a little ridiculous. I'll probably just keep it down to maybe like daily type of candle type things. So that is that news. Now, not everyone is positive. Okay. Now this came out actually way back in February, but DonAlt was saying, I see the notion thrown around quite regularly that if Bitcoin can go to 4,400, that would be the start of a bull market. I've heard some people say 4,200 as well. A higher low in combination with a higher high does not mean the bear market is over. I'll trade expecting sideways till 6K is breached, sell resistance, buy support, right? Well, there's this interesting, I don't want to say it's like a conspiracy, Maybe it's a conspiracy, or maybe it's just something to keep note of, right? So check this out. This came out hot off the press this morning, and this is from CL20. So the question is Bitcoin chasing Tether? So we can pull this picture up really quick and have a look at what is going on. But essentially, this is what they're saying. So they're saying that total Tether circulation suddenly started capitulating on October 18th. This was followed by one of the biggest Bitcoin bull traps of the year, where the late October Bitcoin rally was fiercely rejected, okay? It was pretty devastating, right? And if you're a believer that the market is manipulated by whales, well, here is your theory of the day, right? So basically, exactly 30 days later, Bitcoin started its capitulation. This is also exactly when more Tether had entered circulation. Exactly 30 days later, after more Tether started to enter the market, Bitcoin started to recover from its capitulation. Then in January, more and more Tether started to enter the market. And guess what? Bitcoin rallied 30 days later. So obviously, Tether is needed to buy Bitcoin on most exchanges, although we do have a lot of other stable coins at this point as well. So obviously, less Tether, you could argue, would be less money to buy the Bitcoin, and more Tether would be more money to buy the Bitcoin. So it seems simple and straightforward why Bitcoin might be following the Tether circulation, but I just figured we would throw that out as the conspiracy of the day, because, you know, we always like to have these fun little conspiracies on the channel. Now, one thing you do want to look at, though, if you look at what Rhythm Trader was talking about, you know, look at the Bitcoin yearly lows. With the exception of 2015, we have always closed with a higher low. So we have to shift our perspective from always looking at higher highs, right? Everyone's looking at that 20K mark. Well, that was a very short-lived experience, but the low, which we've been kind of clearly going around this, kind of sideways for a while, up and down in this channel, was only, well, 3,000, he says 3,200. I saw 3,100 on my chart, but long story short, if you look at the yearly volatility, that also seems to have been going lower and lower as well. So he says, I guess positive growth doesn't get headline clicks, right? Everybody only wants to talk about the doom and the gloom. Now, I want to point some other things out, and I hope you guys are staying with me on this because it all kind of ties itself together. Now, you have Block One CEO Brendan Bloomer. Now, they are the guys behind EOS, but I'm not talking about EOS. I want to talk about just, Bitcoin in general. He says that he does agree with a large part of the crypto community and high-profile individuals that Bitcoin is an ideal store of value, although people that bought at 20K would disagree. But, pretty much it has been a pretty good store of value. So he also said that Bitcoin would split into a light and dark pool, one where transactions were fully identifiable and another where it was pseudo-anonymous. Right here. He says, over the next 2 decades, Bitcoin will replace gold as the leading commodity to store value. Now, keep in mind, if Bitcoin was to reach the market cap of gold, that would put Bitcoin upwards of, over 300K per Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind, okay, if that ever does happen. He also told the crypto community that great things take time, and he posted this on Telegram. He said, great things take time. Parallel teams need to be built to deliver new products without sacrificing the progress of existing business units. And that means hiring new people, which comes with time limitations that can't always be shortcut with capital. And I think this also applies to things like even how we started the video out with the Lightning Network, right? It's not perfect right now. It's not. And, that's why everyone is focusing on building all of these things and trying to actually, that's what you saw in the bear market, right? Everyone was just building, and all those scams and projects that just didn't know how to manage their funds, well, where are they now, right? So also, one other thing I want to talk about, we're not done here. We're not done here with the analysis. Don't go anywhere. So check this out. The 30-day average of active addresses on Bitcoin's blockchain, or the number of accounts that made cryptocurrency transactions at any point during the last 24 hours, totaled at 664,064. Okay? And that was as of March 16th, which is up 17% from what we had seen previously on January 20th, which was around 567,000 roughly, right? So Bitcoin's 30-day average price, however, has only increased roughly 1%. So what gives? More addresses. We're not just talking volume. We're talking actual addresses here, right? So what's going on with the price? Well, they have some charts. You can analyze basically what had happened over the previous from 2014 all the way up to the peak. And you can see active addresses right here slowly growing. Bitcoin USD price slowly growing. And then you saw it kind of drop off for a second, right? So they do have this other thing referred to as transaction amount to active address ratio, or I guess you could call it TAR. TAAR. So TAR represents how the interplay between the two metrics that measure the quantity, transaction volume, and the quality, active addresses of networks, active addresses of network activity impacts Bitcoin's price as opposed to viewing their effects in isolation. And you can see it right here. So they're saying that the TAR is still in an apparent downtrend and has deviated from Bitcoin's price trend, indicating the fundamentals metrics that measure the quality and quantity of activity on Bitcoin's blockchain is not at equilibrium with its price. Now, not just to mention that, but there's also some other things that are going on as well. And it's not just Bitcoin, it's crypto in general. It's altcoins, right? That's something that people are really getting. I would argue that people are actually getting more excited about altcoins than Bitcoin right now, right? Which is why yesterday in my video, I actually asked the question, like, are people kind of getting bored with Bitcoin, right? So the thing is here's an interesting, just one example. Here's an address that has 50,000 Bitcoin in it, right? Now, that's not that much Bitcoin. I mean, let's do some quick math here. 50 Bitcoin. Bitcoin's price is, what's Bitcoin price currently? 3,981. Okay, so Bitcoin's price is 3,981. So I'm just trying to get an accurate kind of number here. So yeah, 199,000. So, maybe this guy's not like a massive whale, okay? But I mean, 50 Bitcoin is still a lot of Bitcoin, right? So check this out. This guy, whoever this person is, has just woken up and moved the 50 Bitcoin. Now you might be saying, why is this even news? Who cares? Some guy moved to $200,000 worth of Bitcoin. Yeah, well, the last time this wallet had any activity was all the way back November 29th of 2010. And it's just moved. I mean, come on, this is crazy. So when you look at this, what are these people doing? Why are they moving this Bitcoin that's been sitting there for so long? I have a hunch. I do. And I think it's because of the altcoins. Now, what are we looking at right here? This is not the Bitcoin chart. This is actually the logarithmic chart. And you can see right here, crypto total market cap calculated by TradingView. So this is all cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin. Well, you could see logarithmically, we have broken out of this trend right here. Now, it's just a little bit. We might fall back down under it. I mean, we're already a little bit red right now, but we literally have broken out of it. And if that's not enough, look at this volume. Look at how this volume has increased. And I know you're going to say wash trading. We've spoken about that. But the point I'm trying to make is we have not seen volume this high since way back in January of the beginning of last year, almost basically at the peak of the run. So if that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does, right? So having a look at what is happening clearly when you're seeing these types of gains, 22%, 9%, 7, 6, 6, 6, 4, 4, 3. Why are you going to mess around with something that's, basically moving 0.3%, right, in a day? So yeah, that's why people are certainly getting involved and interested in these cryptocurrencies. In fact, guys, yesterday, it had a massive, clearly they're taking profits. But yesterday even, I was talking about Decentraland, and I had noticed that it was basically making a perfect bull pennant. And it was briefly, I felt bad because it actually already started breaking out. But as you can see right here, look at that opportunity. If you just switch it to the percentages, you figure the breakout was at, 13 point, let's just round it to 14. And at the high, it was up to, almost 24. So that was almost a 10% gain that you could have gotten in a day. So Bitcoin is not providing those types of returns. And I think that's why some people may be moving a lot into the altcoins right now, right? And that's also why I put out my video, the top 10 altcoins, because you guys were asking about that, right? So anyway, moving on to some altcoin news, guys. I just want to remind you, 23 hours from the time of making this video, we are having the Celer network launchpad initial exchange offering on Binance. Good luck getting into that. I don't really like offering my opinion on these types of things because these are guaranteed to make profits. Let's be real. These launch pads are designed to basically print money, right? We talked about that in the video that we put out the other day. But the thing is if you don't get into the ICO, should you rush directly into it? My advice, although it's not financial advice every time, has been no. But honestly, you guys are just going to do what you want anyway. Long term, I personally think Celer is going to perform well. But short term, I have no idea. If these guys get greedy and they make 4x, 5x, and they just start dumping on everybody, they're going to do what they're going to do. Investors are going to sell for profit. So short term, I'm not too sure. Long term, I actually genuinely do like this project long term, but I'm not going to promise you anything short term. So please do not come back and comment on this video saying anything about me telling you to buy Celer, because I'm not telling you to do that, okay? I just wanted to remind you that it is happening. Also, side note, altcoins, we have developers of Ethereum have reportedly decided to move forward with their plans to implement, it's called programmatic proof of work, ProgPoW. So as described on the official GitHub, ProgPoW is being developed to close the efficiency gap available to specialized ASICs. So this is actually pretty cool. In order to allow all miners a near, right, equal opportunity to mine ETH. So ProgPoW is being designed in a manner that is pre-tuned for the most common hardware utilized on the Ethereum blockchain. So that's some pretty good news, I would say. Also, speaking about the Ledger Nano, I don't have mine yet. Maybe it's coming in the mail today. I don't know. But we do have this guy. Now, he unboxed it. He said in the box, you basically get the keychain, a tough-looking braided USB cable, instruction sheets, recovery cards, and Ledger stickers if you're into it. So this is obviously his picture. He says most of your interaction with Ledger Nano X will occur via the Ledger Live app for Android and iOS. He says you could use it through the desktop, but what's the point? Most people just carry their phones around anyway. So the cool thing is that it's going to have up to, well, it'll support all 1,100 cryptocurrencies that it used to, plus you can install up to 100 different token accounts on a single Nano X compared to just the 18 on the Ledger Nano S. Now, I did hear some people a little confused about this. It doesn't mean that you can only have 18. It's just you can only have 18 installed on the Ledger Nano S at one time, but you can delete them. And if you delete them, it doesn't delete your funds. Remember, everything's on the blockchain. Nothing is actually stored on a ledger. This is just a key. This is just a key to open a door. There's nothing stored on here, right? So you can always just take it off. In other words, what I'm trying to say is you don't need to go rush out and spend $120 on a new Ledger X if you have a Ledger Nano S. There's really no reason for it unless you just want to like have the cool new device, right? So they say more of an issue is the fact that this is sort of some negativity on it. If you do at any point decide to use the desktop version, you have to manually add all the accounts again, and the accounts take it takes time and it's annoying. So that's a little bit of a thing that he didn't like about it. He says the combination of hardware wallet security with the mobility and ease of use of the software wallet does make it a pretty compelling purchase though. So I am looking forward to getting my Ledger Nano X, and when I do, maybe I'll do like a tutorial for you guys if you're really new to crypto and need help learning how to, set that kind of a thing up. Now, also some good news from Australia. We have the government to develop national blockchain roadmap. Shout out to all my Australian viewers, by the way. I see you in the analytics. I know you guys watch. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the support. So you have the Morrison government has just made an announcement about the development of a new blockchain roadmap that will potentially make Australia one of the leaders in the fintech sector. So, getting out of breath over here. I'm kind of a lot of stuff, so much stuff to cover, but as part of their strategy, the government will allocate around 100,000 Australian dollars for local blockchain startups to take place in the annual Consensus Conference and showcase their products during the biggest crypto event of the year. So you also have Simon Birmingham, the Australian Minister for Trade and Tourism and Investment, and he's talked about the potential of blockchain technology for business. The fact that Australia is keen on integrating blockchain in its various sectors gives it leverage over other countries. Birmingham believes that their companies can stay ahead of the game. So congratulations, there you go. Also, speaking about, so we have the JP Morgan coin, right? Now let's talk about Citi. So they say that they basically are just throwing this idea in the trash, right? The bank discussed the idea for a bank-backed token in 2015. Ultimately, it decided that other technologies provide more effective and efficient solutions and never went through with the idea. So following the Citicoin experiment, however, they decided to leverage existing payment ecosystems. So, yep, we're not going to be getting a Citicoin. Sorry. I guess that's good for JP Morgan, less competition, but they're using it inside their own system anyway, so what does it matter, right? So talking about some good adoption, I got two good stories before we go. Pretty positive, pretty good day, I'd say. So we have banking startup Together is launching a prepaid Visa debit card that allows users to spend cryptos. So they said their customers will be able to use the card with either euros or any of the following cryptos. So you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Stellar, and Litecoin. So the card is going to instantly convert the cryptos to fiat currently, and it said that it could be used fee-free by customers in any of the 19 Eurozone nations. Wow, did I read that right? And can be used fee-free by customers. Yeah, wow, that's pretty incredible. So no fees. How are they going to make money? Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty cool. So check that out. That is good news. And also, according to FN News, which is a mainstream financial media outlet in South Korea, Kakao is looking to integrate crypto for its 44 million local users. Now, if you guys don't know what Kakao is, basically, they operate a bunch of things. They're huge in South Korea. They have Kakao Talk, Kakao Pay, Kakao Taxi, Kakao Story, Kakao Stock, and a bunch of other platforms as well. So FN News reported that following the integration of a crypto wallet by Samsung in the form of Samsung Blockchain Wallet, you guys know that we talked about that, they're going to integrate a crypto wallet into its messaging app to enable casual users to use digital assets on a daily basis. So to quote them, it says, following the integration of Blockchain Key Store on Samsung, the integration of a crypto wallet for them, which is used by the majority of the messaging app users in the nation, is expected to expand blockchain services and usage. So that is just some good news before we go. And as promised, it is time to give away the Ledger Nano S for the week. So we put out 8 videos last week. We had, 7 daily news videos, plus I had an interview. All of them are eligible. So yeah, obviously we go 1 through 8, 1 being the oldest video and 8 being the newest video, which would be yesterday's video, right? So here we go, random number generator. We got to set it to 1 through 8. Generate, ready? 3. So 3 is our video we are going with. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The most significant indicator could be, here we go. Let's open this. Go over to our random comment generator. Let's see what we got here. 331 unique comments for this video. So here we go. Drum roll, please. Would like to hear your thoughts on alt picks mate. Well, MRX Media, I put out an entire video. I told you people were asking me about my altcoins. I wasn't making this up. So I put that video out on altcoins. If you didn't see it, you could just go check out I put it out a couple days ago. And so MRX Media, congratulations. You are the winner. All you have to do is go to the About on my page, hit me up in the official. By the way, guys, just so you know, I will never say you're a winner in the comments, that those guys are scammers. I only officially announce anything on the actual video itself, okay? Just please know that. So hit me up in the About Me section. You are the winner. Congratulations. And if you didn't win today, guys, we got him, okay? It's no big deal. Just drop a comment and we're going to go through with it. So, oops. Sorry about that. Maybe I won't ship that one out. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming back. Obviously, everyone that's been supporting the channel with your basic attention token tips, you guys freaking rock. One of my favorite projects out there because it's working. You can use it. And yeah, if you haven't downloaded it yet, you can use my link below. You do get $5 worth of basic attention tokens to use on the platform. And thank you for everybody that told me to set up my Tippin.me account. And if you haven't tried the Lightning Network out, try it. It's pretty incredible. It's super fast. Thank you so much again. I do appreciate it. And that pretty much is it for our Monday video. Thank you again for coming back to the channel. I appreciate everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting. You guys rock. You're the reason that I do this every single day. If you haven't got subscribed yet, you know what to do. And also turn on the bell notification because, sometimes these updates could matter in a timely fashion. So I want to say thanks again. You guys rock. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.